What's going on, money lovers? Welcome back. So this is part 3 of our little Palantir series where I've been examining what exactly Palantir does. In the first video we went over Palantir Foundry, last one we did Palantir Apollo. This one we're going to look at Gotham and then look at their financials and last quarter report, see what we can expect. So Gotham is pretty similar to Foundry. Just to recap, Palantir Foundry is a platform that reimagines how people use data by removing the barriers between back-end data management and front-end data analysis. Foundry enables users with varying technical ability and deep subject matter expertise to work meaningfully with data. Palantir Gotham is very similar. It's a big data analytics software, helps organizations combine, manage, protect, and analyze large chunks of data. Palantir Gotham integrates and transforms data, regardless of the type or volume, into a single coherent data asset. As data flows into the platform, it is enriched and mapped into meaningfully defined objects, people, places, things, and events, and the relationships that connect them. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really helps out the channel. And if you have any questions, drop me a comment below. So it's a cool video. Palantir kind of demos the software on their site here. And so it gives the example here of, let's say there's an incident going on in the South China Sea, and we're trying to figure out the US military, the best way that we can respond to it. So the AI model, in this case, the aggressor is China. It tracks that this Chinese warship has left the dock and is headed on a path toward Taiwan. So the Palantir software then recommends using satellites to track where the ship is going. And then when the software determines that the satellites would not be enough to really accurately track the ship, it gives you other options of what's available. It determines the best option would be to send an aircraft from a military base in Okinawa to fly out and see where the ship is actually going. So the Palantir software can be used to see all your options in one place, make a better decision in real time, really knowing all the facts, having it all presented to you at the same time, and also simulate possible outcomes. So this software can really help you make the most informed, intelligent decision in real time, under pressure, and really giving you a full picture. So Palantir Gotham, it's an AI-ready operating system that improves and accelerates decisions for operators across roles and all domains. So I encourage you to check out the full demo of the Palantir Gotham software. You can find it on their site or on YouTube, and it's very cool. It feels like you're in a Call of Duty mission. And Palantir Gotham can also be used in emergency response situations. So there's a lot of ways that this software is applicable. Same with Foundry. Foundry's more for the commercial space, whereas Gotham is more so used by the government, military, and Department of Defense, things like that. So really quick, let's look at Palantir Q2 earnings presentation. And just before that, just to give you an idea of some of their recent contracts they've gone here, you can see the broad base of companies Palantir works with and the different industries that this technology can span. Working with 3M, build a dynamic supply chain. Palantir and BP, deepen partnership, accelerate energy transition. They worked with Rio Tinto. Been hearing a lot about that company recently. Palantir providing technology to enhance safety and reliability of the electric grid in California. They continue vital NHS work with 2-year contract. Palantir selected to deliver a prototype for Army's ground station modernization. They got a partnership with the Army for $114 million. So as you can see, Palantir's technology is applicable in so many different ways. They also work with IBM. So if we compare their Q2 revenue to the year prior, it grew 49% year over year to $376 million. Their Q2 US commercial revenue growth rate accelerated to 90%, so growing very quickly. Their Q2 total contract value booked grew 175% year over year to $925 million, and they recently signed a contract with the US Army for $823 million alone. That'll span a few years. So there's a clear demand for what Palantir has to offer. They added 20 net new customers in Q2 alone, and total commercial customers grew 32% quarter over quarter. So these are all great numbers to see, really showing some incredible signs of growth here. Their average revenue from their top 20 customers grew to $39 million from $36 million in the quarter prior, and they closed 62 deals that were each worth at least $1 million, 21 of which were worth at least $10 million. And one last thing I think is very exciting and interesting here. So these day zero companies are leapfrogging legacy IT investments and building on Foundry as a modern operating system. Foundry has been investing in these SPACs that are basically building their platforms on top of Foundry. So they're basically building their systems on top of Palantir software. So not only is Palantir buying future revenue, but is also investing in potential mega companies of the future. So I think this is a very smart move. Shows that they're diversifying, and this gives them another opportunity for growth. Here are just a few of the examples of companies that they've invested in. So they made an overall $250 million investment into 10 different companies. Sarcos Robotics, Palantir invested $21 million, and Sarcos committed to utilize software and services from Palantir over the next 6 years for a total of $42 million. So they're getting a great return on investment by, having these companies pay them to use Palantir software. Roivant Sciences, Palantir invested $30 million and they will pay $39 million over the next 5 years. in Cellularity. Palantir invested $20 million. Cellularity will pay $40 million over 5 years for access to Palantir's Foundry platform. So not a bad ROI on that, the first and third one there, where they're literally going to double their money. What they invested, they're going to get 100% return. So that's 20% annualized over the next 5 years. So this company Palantir is really worth looking into. They're doing a lot of exciting things. And if you're interested in learning more about them or you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. This is a company I own, and if it were to dip significantly, maybe below $20, I would probably purchase more shares. So let me know what you think of Palantir. If you enjoyed the video today, please don't forget to like, subscribe, drop me a comment below. This is Vinny from the Investment Club, and I'll see you next time.